Hi guys, welcome to the studio. Today we're going to do a pearl pour. So what I've decided, excuse me, is to have some fun today. So we're doing an experiment. I've been really experimenting with colors, and on this really snowy day, it is snowing outside today. Yesterday was 21 degrees. I wasn't in my studio yesterday as I was cleaning out my garage because it was absolutely gorgeous. And today it's snowing. So I'm going to be in the studio pretty much all day. It's early in the morning. I am doing this painting because I got it into my head that I wanted to play with turquoise today. As a base coat, which is something a little bit different. I did yellow last time. I was working with sage green a lot last week, yellow. Today we're going to do a white and turquoise base, and with all these amazing colors, which I'm going to go through in just a minute. But this painting, I've got 2 sets of coasters to do today. For a client, they're commissioned, and I have to do a second coat of resin on one of my other paintings. So I'll show you quick first coats on it. I love this piece. First coat. I am going to do a second coat on that one today. This one is so joyful. Look at that. Look at all those colors. I had no idea what colors to use that day, so I'm like, I know, let's use them all. And turned out pretty darn awesome, I thought. Anyway, so we'll resin that and finish it up. And yeah, so full day. So today's colors, we're going to use Artist Loft Flow Acrylic White, and this is mixed right here with Satin Enamel GAC 800, Liquitex Pouring Medium, the Gloss Liquitex Pouring Medium, and water. And this is the turquoise. So I know it's, without it being sunny today, it's hard to see. It's a little bit darker in my studio today, but if you can see that, that's the color we're going to use as the base coat. Now this one is golden, phthalo turquoise. And when I added the satin enamel, so I just put my paint in there, and then I added the satin enamel and put the Floetrol in it, and that's when I will adjust. So it was quite a bit lighter than this when I first put it in, but that's okay because I just added some more pigment after and came up with this really rich turquoise color. And I just added the paint in there until I got the color that I wanted. And then I added the GAC 800, and then I added the Liquitex Gloss Pouring Medium, and then I just watered till it was the right consistency. Now, I might use this one because maybe you'll be able to see. It's really thin. That's the secret with these. When I drizzle it off, there's no mound and no trace. That one seems a little bit thicker now, so we'll add a little bit more water. And that happens when it sits for a couple of minutes. I mix my paints, and then I had some stuff to do quick. Phone calls to make. Okay, that's good. All right, so that's the base. Those have satin enamel in them. Now the colors that I'm using, these don't have satin enamel. They're just mixed with Floetrol, GAC 800, Liquitex Pouring Medium, and water to thin. We're using Emerald Green by Artist Loft. And that's that one right there. Again, sorry about the shadows. Usually it's nice and bright in here. So that's emerald green, and then we've got Prussian blue, seems to be, I just had to mix this one up a little bit on the thick side too. So we're just going to deal with that right now. It's golden Prussian blue, just a touch. Good. So we want all these to be the same consistency as the base coats, or the base paints, sorry. Okay, that's better. All right, so that's Golden's Prussian blue, and then we've got Golden's teal right here. And that seems to be, I had to mix up a lot of paint this morning, and that seems to have thickened up quite a bit too. Don't want that. This is why we check and double check before we actually do the pour. More. And when the paints are this thin, these just drops, because it gets to the consistency. If they're a bit thick, it gets to consistency quite quickly. We don't want to go too far. That one was really thickened up on me. All right, there we go. It doesn't help that my container is quite full. All right, that's good. So that was Teal by Golden. And then we've got Naples Yellow by Golden. And that one's good right there. I'm using this color quite a bit right now. I really like it. And then we've got Gold. And this one is Golden. And it is the Iridescent Bright Gold Fine. That one's just a little bit thick too. This one's been sitting for a couple of days, so we make sure. I promise, I had these all to the right consistency not that long ago. Okay, now, so those are the Goldens. Then we've got Liquitex Basics Dioxazine Purple. Right there. That's good. And then we've got Liquitex Basics Iridescent White. And this is like very pearly. I'm excited to put this one in here. Yeah, going back through, adding a little touch of water to all of these. They're not long mixed up. Did a lot of mixing this morning. Okay. And then we've got Golden's alizarin. I think that that's how you say it. Alizarin Crimson Hue. That one's good. I'll show that. It's beautiful color. This deep red wine. No, burgundy. Deep. It's really pretty. And then we've got Grumbacher, I think, pale pink. That's good. Okay, so those are all the colors we're using today. It is very pretty color palette. And this is what it looks like. So that's it, right there, all the colors. Now we'll just move these to the side and get ready to pour some paint. So we're gonna put that first. Let's just do this. Green, Prussian blue, teal, Naples yellow, gold, Dioxazine. No, we're gonna put, yes, this Dioxazine purple, iridescent white, red, and pink. Perfect. Let's see how that looks. This is gonna look great, or maybe not. We'll see. Isn't that just the fun of it though? Especially when you're playing with colors and doing something a little bit different. All right, so let's get ready to paint. The first thing I'm gonna do, because these are so yeah, we're good. They're put this just down as just a tacky base because they're so runny that it'll just run right off, and we want just a little bit of something down. I usually have this done before I video, but I decided today to just do it so you can see this part. I'm not picky about how this is. The only thing is that I don't want any ridges, because otherwise it'll dry ridgy and I don't want that. So I've got paper towel ready for a change. Over. You can use a brush. I just use my hand just to smooth it out there. All right, and we're ready to go. Just about. Get that edge. Smooth that out a little bit more. There. I use my hands. When I resin, I use my hands too. Of course, with gloves. We don't want to touch resin without them. All right, there we go. We're ready to pour. I'm excited. I'm excited to do this one. This is going to be very interesting. So we're going to start. We're going to just put this turquoise here and there. Just a little bit worried because I we're good. So the way I do my pearl pours is I typically put a little bit more color on because I like my pearls more for texture than taking over. I like my colors to remain on the canvas. So we're just going to do that. It's quite dark for what I usually use for a base. That's good. Now we're just going to take this through here and around, around. Take some through there. So this gets tipped off. I mean, it looks like a lot of paint, but it's not. Like, I'll make up a cup of this and it'll be good. And I usually use, like, I'll make up 3/4 of a cup of this size. I think these are, I'm not even sure, 12 or, let's look, 16-ounce cup. And I'll make half of it and it'll last for, the white is usually 2 paintings. The color, I'll make up a cup of that, and that usually lasts at least 3 paintings. I like this just like this. Who needs colors? Oh my goodness, how cool is that? Even just like that. When you're getting cells in the base coat, that's pretty cool. Now I put quite a bit of paint on there, so I am going to tip this off a little bit, and then we're going to be tipping quite a bit once the colors are on there too. You don't want too much. Oh my goodness, I love this color. Okay, so we'll take this back. All right, done. Not done. A little bias shifted here. Okay. I don't usually have too many bubbles in here. The paints are pretty thin, so give it a quick torch just in case. It doesn't have to be crazy. Second guessing this green. You know what, let's just put a little tiny bit in there. Let's see what happens. Live on the edge, right? So So let's go. Let's make it swirly. There, don't mind my sound effects. I use them in my martial arts all the time. So, whoop, did not mean to put that much. Oh well. When I say, let's just use a little bit, that was what I was meaning. Come back. Now we'll take the teal. Put way too much of that emerald green in there, but we'll see how it looks. And then we've got the gold. Dioxazine purple, another one of my favorites. Iridescent white. Go with the crimson. This is another beautiful color. Love this. Now, I don't mind if this goes a little pink, being that it's mixing with, I'm hoping actually that it mixes with that white a little bit. If it does, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. I don't mind if it turns pink. And then, what was I gonna use? Oh, where's my baby pink, pink, pink? Not baby pink, I guess pale. Pale pink, baby pink, pink. Pink is pink. Don't use a lot of pink, but today I thought it would look nice with the red and this teal color, or the turquoise. And there we go. And we're gonna go back over with a little bit of gold, because I always tend to, I put gold sort of in the middle and then end with it, because I like the shine. So for my cloud over, I use 24 karat. This is the Goldens. But I'll show you when I'm doing embellishing, if I decide to do it. Sometimes I do with these, sometimes I don't with this type, because I keep quite a bit of my color. So what the gold does with the cloud over white. All right, so let's torch that a little bit. Let's not forget. Not a lot of air bubbles in there. Okay. So let's tilt this and see what we get. I just go back and forth with it. I tend to take a long time with my tilting, so apologies, guys. I will, if you can fast forward through it if you don't want to see it. I tend to not go speed it up, for the simple fact is that when I was learning, first learning, I wanted to watch every last thing. So I will leave it. And then of course, if you don't want to watch it, you can fast forward it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I am very glad that I went ahead and put that emerald green in there. What we're off this end, so we'll just take it off that side. Sorry about not being able to see. Will just be a second. Okay, I think I have a new favorite. This is what I'm saying. Play with your colors. Oh my goodness. All right. That. Let's leave that for just a second and see what it does. I'm going to just wipe my hands. got a little edge here that just needs to be fixed while this is doing its thing for a minute, and I can see what we need to do. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with this. I don't even know if I'm going to do any embellishing on this one today. I think that we might be done already. You know, like seriously, why mess with it if it works? So you can see here the cells, and this is it, is I don't want the cells to overtake all my colors. I love them in spots like this. So you've got these, and these will develop. I mean, this is literally just done, right? So it takes a few minutes. But we've got all of these cells. These are forming like crazy all through here. But I like these little ones because this to me just adds texture and interest to the piece without taking over my colors. Because I mean, look at these beautiful colors. Who wants to overtake this? We've got gold mixing in with the dioxazine purple here. And I think that this is probably because I think I did, yes. I put that pearl white right next to the purple. And so it's just got this shine through here. You can see the gold here next to the Naples yellow. And then these ribbons of color through here and through here. The cloudiness up here, and this, the way this is blended here, which just gives all of this watercolor look that I absolutely love, love, love. I am absolutely in love with this. Now I'm so glad that I ended up putting that emerald green in, because you can see these lighter spots where it's mixed in right here, and there's just this line. I don't even know if you can see it, but light green through here, and it's just added so much definition and depth to it. And I wasn't going to put that in. That was actually literally an afterthought today. It's mixed in with the teals in here. I love this piece. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that I want to change with this. So this is going to get left just as it is. And then these will develop further. So what I'm going to do is we're going to call this one a day, because there's just nothing that I want to do with it. We're just going to leave it as it is. And we're going to let this develop a little bit. And in about 10 minutes or so, I'm going to go and get myself a coffee. And in about 10 minutes, I will bring you down for a close-up, and we'll see how this is developed in around about 10 minutes or so. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys, and we will be back really shortly. Okay, so before I take you down to the painting, it's been about 10 minutes, I figured I would show you the view of our lovely, lovely weather today. Mother Nature is having a hissy fit. So I'm going to take you down. Don't mind. I hope not to make you motion sickness. Woo! There we go. And now we've got the painting, so we're going to just do it nice and slow. So we've got this cell action. It's been about 15 minutes. I got a cup of coffee and then I cleaned up my workspace a little bit. And look at all of that. And this will continue to develop for a little while yet. So this part here, what we're looking at with this white, I let the drips go over. It drips a little bit because it's so thin, the paint. And I do that on purpose. I pull it back and I leave that because I do it in pretty much every single one because I like it the way it looks. And look at that green. Look at that emerald green. What a beautiful color. And then the gold right here, the way it's mixed with the dioxazine purple. And then we've got these cells down here. And then we're going to go up and take a look. And that red, ridiculous. It's so beautiful. And we're going to take a look at these cells up here. See, this is the way I like it. I love when they form along, just along the sides and move in like this and stop, because I don't want to lose any of this color. And the way they blend right here, these thin paints, I tell you, I am addicted to doing these pours right now. Addicted. Look at this. Look at this. Love this piece. I am absolutely in love with it. And we come back down here and we've got this crazy gold and yellow and crimson and purple. Look at that. So awesome. The way that this just blends like this. I don't know what to say. I love this piece. Love, love, love it. And if you don't even know, guess what? I love it. Oh, let's take you over that corner. Now I'll bring you back up. Try not to do it too fast. And that's the whole piece. Take it back this way a little bit more. There we go. And that's it. I hope you love this piece as much as I do. And until next time, guys, have a fantastic day. Bye.